a bad, bad girl. Oof, the baddest of girls. And as you can probably tell from the tone of my voice, I am not sorry about it. Today, we are gonna go through the luxurious journey of trying on 11 Christian Louboutin lipsticks. Now, before you clutch your pearls, I didn't purchase all of them. I purchased 2 of them. But because of that purchase, I received one of these. The classic gift with purchase. I fell for it and I fell so hard. So as you may know, I've been on this nude lipstick kinda hunt. And hunt, I even feel, is a delicate word for it. It's been a pretty intense assignment. It's like, people in my life, you don't want to talk about nude lipsticks? Like, don't talk to me, I'm busy. So I found a lipstick shade online in a matte formula by Christian Louboutin that I was convinced is the one. So I drove to Whole Renfrew, trotted to the Christian Louboutin counter, and there was this delightful sales girl there. And she said, oh, do you know much about our brand? And normally I'm like, no, I'm busy, like, leave me alone. But I figured she could help me get the shade and leave. Tried it on, loved it, sold. And the lipstick cost $130, okay? So I thought I could just waltz in, commit my sin, and leave. But I'm sure she could just smell it on me, you know, my weakness. She said, oh, you know, if you spend $150, then we have a promotion where you receive a bag, 9 lipstick samples of all our different formulas, a mascara, a perfume, and a mirror. And she's like, oh, and this mirror is so popular. This is the mirror. And I have to say, I've been using it every single day since. I really like it because it's just so easy and it's not compact. Anyway, boring, not important. And I thought $20 more and I can get all those things. Come on, it's basically free. So I walked away with 2 lipsticks and 2 different formulas and this bag. Now, let me quickly say, I've tried the mascara and I've tried the perfume and fine. Like, nothing to write home about. I wouldn't purchase either of them. But the lipsticks, oh, honey, that's a different story. Packaging, formula, everything, 10 out of 10. And I've had these samples sitting here for a few weeks now and I've been wanting to try them on with you. So we're gonna try on the different colors together and I'm hoping I don't love every single one of them because I can't be spending like, what, over $1,000 on lipsticks? Like, that's, no. So let's go and try on some lipsticks.
Who's a bad girl now? Who's a bad girl now? I'm such a bad, bad girl.
All right, let's get down to business. So we're gonna start with the So Glow. So Christian Louboutin claims that the Glow lipstick is glowy, hydrating, vivid lip color. It's a sheer formula that offers 6 hours of hydration, vivid color, and sheer coverage. All right, so I am a little worried about what Crazy Pale is gonna look like, this one here. But let's see. Okay, I've never tried a lipstick like this before, like in this in this way. I feel like I'm about to take an Advil or something. Oh yeah, we're getting something. All right, let's go. Oh dear. I think this is gonna be a concealer lip situation. Okay, so this is one layer of Crazy Pale. Ooh, what do we think? I think this is pushing concealer lip territory. Let me add another layer. I think this is quite true to the website photo of this color. I don't think it looks terrible, does it? I'm shocked it doesn't look hideous, frankly. Okay, so I do have this lipstick already in this formula. Have it in a different color called Peach Cabaret. Out of the nude lipsticks I've gotten so far, this is one of the ones that I've reached for the most. It is so, so, so comfortable. I prefer this over the sheer formula of the Dries Van Noten. You know how much I love that formula. This takes number 1. It is so, like, it feels like skincare because it is so comfortable. It doesn't feel like lipstick whatsoever. Now, in terms of how long it lasts, if you're not eating, I think it could stretch to 6 hours, but I find I touch up around the 4-hour mark. But it is amazing. I love it. And this color, let me just swatch it for you. Okay, here we have Crazy Pale and Peach Cabaret. Gorgeous colors. I had my Sicily Nude lip liner on before I applied this, but I desperately want to put chocolate on just to see. So this gives you an idea of how it looks with a darker lip liner just smudged on the outside, which I much prefer. Ooh, I feel like myself again. I really like this nude. This is not going well. I cannot like all 9 of these, okay? There have to be some duds because I'm not I'm not putting 9 more lipsticks on my wish list. All right, our next one is called Mundo Red. Okay. Ooh. Whoa, this is intense. I need to apply a little bit more because this is an incredibly sheer layer, believe it or not. Oh, I love it. Oh no. God, applying lipstick like this is really a test in patience. All right. Whew. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get with this one. What an outstanding red. Oh dear. This is a red that really pops. You know, this is like, wow. It kind of matches the mirror, doesn't it? So this is 003G Mundo Red. Okay, the next one we have is 815 Lilies Dream. Ooh. You know who first comes to mind when I put this lipstick on? Is my girl Pink Sparkle. If you're watching, this is right up your alley, babe. You know what this color reminds me of? Do you remember Guerlain's Red Ballerina limited edition color? It kind of reminds me of that because, okay, let's use the mirror as a reference point. I'm gonna get up close and personal. So if you compare the red of the mirror to this, it's like a cross between, like, it's not a bright fuchsia, but it's just in that perfect sweet spot, like in the middle, but it is still very cool toned. But yeah, whew, it's pretty. Yeah, I love it. So annoying. I knew I was digging myself a rabbit hole doing this. It's like bright, but not insanely bright. It's like a wearable bright. I don't know. It's just, it's nice, okay? Don't come to me for the fantastic lipstick descriptions. So this is 815 Lilies Dream. This formula is so comfortable. It's even more comfortable than the usual lip balms I wear. It is so light yet nourishing. The closest thing I have tried to it is the Dries Van Noten Sheer formula, but this is even more nourishing than that. I can't think of anything else I've tried that is similar to this because even though it says sheer, as you can see, it packs quite a punch in terms of the color. So it's sheer in its formula, but not in its color application. I don't know, what are words? You know what I'm saying. All right, now we're moving on to the satins, and I'm excited because when I was researching lipsticks, one that I really wanted to try was Dune Kiss, which is this one over here. So I'm interested to see if it looks how I thought it would look on me. So let's give these a go. All right, we have a brand new lip brush, and the first one I'm gonna try is Dune Kiss. I love it. This formula, so this is the first time I've put on this satin formula. It doesn't feel as hydrating or nourishing as the So Glow, but it feels weightless. Doesn't feel like anything. I can't detect a scent with it. I can't with any of them, actually. Let me smell. I have a really terrible nose, but there's no obnoxious scent there. I don't smell anything. So again, mirror for color reference here. I want to say this is more like a cool toned mauvey sort of nude, like someone who means business. It's like, no nonsense, don't mess with me. So this is number 332 in the satin formula, Dune Kiss. Out of all the colors I've tried on so far, that color, Dune Kiss, is my favorite, but I'm curious to compare it to this next one. This next one is 355 Soft Goji. Oh yeah, I can tell I'm not gonna like this one, which is a relief. Oh yeah, no, had to happen at some point. That is hideous. Well, okay, it's not hideous, but it's a little too light or something on me. Like, as a general color, it's nice. I'm gonna show you swatches of these after. I do much prefer the previous one, Dune Kiss, on me. This is okay, like a solid 4 out of 10. I'm gonna add this Sisley lip liner in chocolate on the outside just to show you. That's a bit better. Now I kind of like it. The power of lip liner. Whereas with Dune Kiss, I didn't feel the need to have a lip liner on, so I don't know. Now I'm torn because now I really like that. This is a whole journey, isn't it? Do you prefer this or Dune Kiss? Let me show you swatches of the two to compare. Okay, I've got some swatches here. This is Peach Cabaret in this So Glow formula, the one I already have. This is Dune Kiss, and this is Crazy Pale in the So Glow formula. Just to give you an idea of the differences. So yeah, these two are quite similar. The formula is just different because this is the So Glow. Sorry, this is the So Glow in Peach Cabaret, and this is Dune Kiss. And you can see why I like the two. They're very, very similar. Okay, now let's move on to the mattes. Brittany from the future here. I edited this video and was about to post it on YouTube, and it wasn't until then that I realized I completely forgot to apply one of the Satin shades. So you're watching me apply the Satin formula in 001 Rouge Louboutin, which I also later apply in the matte formula as well, so we can compare. The more I wear this Satin formula, the more I like it. I forgot to mention in the video that the Dries Van Noten lipsticks are intensely more fragranced than the Christian Louboutin lipsticks. So if that's a factor you want to consider, then that's one big difference between the two. And the Christian Louboutin Satin formula is much thinner. So what you're seeing me wear here is number 001 in Rouge Louboutin. Really stunning, gorgeous red. And now let's go back to talking about the matte lipsticks. And the first one we're going to try is number 318 Epic Brunette. Oof, another pretty color. This is beautiful. Now let me talk about this formula. So I do have one of these in this case, and this case is so funky and cool, and I really wish I had gotten this lipstick in one of these cases too. So this is considered the mini. So you can definitely see the difference in the cases here. This is like really light. It feels like it's just plastic. It feels very light. I wouldn't say it feels cheap, but when you compare it to this, like, it does feel cheap. So I'm still happy to have this one, but I really wish I had just gotten the full size case with it. I really wish I had gotten the pink one. I think it's so cool and chic, and you know, next time. So while I think this looks really cool and edgy and funky and stylish, like this one, this just feels awesome. It is like weighted. It has that like spiky element. It's just really cool. So I have mine in the color Milky Light. The inside of the lid is red. But this formula, when I tried it on at the Christian Louboutin counter, oh my gosh, it was love at first application. By far the best matte formula I've tried. It's even better than Guerlain. Like it's thinner and it looks matte, but it doesn't feel matte. It feels like, I wouldn't say it feels nourishing, but it just feels like nothing. It is not drying whatsoever. I went for dinner last night with a girlfriend and we went to an Italian restaurant. So, you know, I had my bowl of pasta and this lipstick survived the whole meal. And my girlfriend was reapplying her lipstick and she looked at me and she's like, how is your lipstick still on? How did it survive the carbonara? And I was like, oh, well, I didn't want to tell her, like, you know, because I spent $130 on lipsticks, but it's true, you know, you are investing in the formula and of course the packaging and all this, but it's the whole experience. And, you know, when I did take it out to reapply, it really is so cool. Like, I'm so happy with it. I love it. I mean, I love this one, but I had this somewhere once and someone was like, oh, you forgot your lighter because it fell out of my bag. And I was like, oh no, it's actually my lipstick. So yeah, while this looks cool, the packaging and everything, this looks way cooler. So whenever I do purchase another Christian Louboutin lipstick, I'm just gonna go with the full size because it's the whole experience of it and the packaging. You can really feel a difference in the packaging, okay? Anyway, back to this color. So here we have our mirror for reference. What do we think? It's pretty. I'm not like, wow, like blown away by it. It's a nice muted red color. So if you want to wear a red, but you don't want to commit to like this kind of red, I think it's really pretty. Yeah, nice. Let's move on. So this is shade 318 Epic Brunette. All right, now we're getting into a couple of reds. Get ready for some drama. Now I feel like if there's any brand that's going to really nail a matte red lipstick, it's gonna be Christian Louboutin, right? So this is going to be number 005 Red Dramadouce. What do you think? This is one layer of Red Dramadouce. This is what I feel you get with the luxury brands, is you really get that nuanced shade range that really just bang on, where it's not too warm or too cool, but it just really nails it. I am curious to compare it with the next red, which is the Rouge Louboutin, which I imagine is their classic signature red. Now, I haven't been applying lip balm between my applications here because I really want to emphasize how lovely these lip formulas are. They are not stripping, and I've been taking them off and reapplying. Like, I'm using stuff that my lips should be parched by now after applying, it's the 8th or 9th lipstick now, and my lips still feel fine. Like, they don't feel desperate for hydration even though I've got a matte formula on. So I'm gonna get a bit closer just so you can see the texture a bit better. It is like a matte lipstick in cashmere form. Just, you know what I mean? It has that sort of like softness and lightness, and it is really a pleasure to put on. It just feels so good. I remember trying it on in the store and I just didn't hesitate. I was like, wow, that is fantastic. Yeah, I'll get one of those. So this is 005 Red Dramadouce. All right, and I saved the best for last, so I'm gonna apply number 1 Red Louboutin. Now this is a sexy red. I love it. I love it. Ugh! Reference here. So it is deeper than I thought it would be. Let me swatch these shades for you. Okay, here we have Epic Brunette, Red Dramadouce, and Red Louboutin. I really think they nailed it if they were going for like that really sort of, you know, seductress sort of red. This is it. Look no further. Really, really pretty. I have reds that I really love, so I'm not, in a hurry to rush out and grab this, but really, if you are wanting like a really luxurious lipstick and a gorgeous shade of red and matte formula, this is the one I would go for. So this is 001 Rouge Louboutin. So I also wanted to show you the ones that I have purchased. So this is Peach Cabaret in the Sooo Glow formula. And I've put a little bit of the Sisley chocolate lip liner on the outside because that's how I usually wear it. I really love this color as an everyday color. I'm not sure if I prefer Dune Kiss or this one. I was just really looking for that everyday sort of color that can go with everything. And when I tried on Peach Cabaret in the store, it just really sort of lit up my face and I really loved it. I still do love it, but I'm still thinking about Dune Kiss. Kind of bugging me, but no, I really do love this one, and the formula is exquisite. I'd have to say, out of all of the formulas, the Sooo Glow formula is my favorite, and Dune Kiss was in the Satin. And I'd say while the Satin formula is really nice, it's not my favorite Satin formula ever. That would be the Dries Van Noten formula in the Satin. So yeah, this is Peach Cabaret, and the other one I want to show you is Milky Light. This is without any lip liner or anything else on. So I do think it's lovely on its own, but what I like to do, so I always use lip liner. I usually use the chocolate one by Sisley. And then, so I did get myself a Dior lip oil. This one is in 001 Pink, and then just going on top. Isn't that pretty? So I just find it's like the little black dress of nude lipsticks in terms of that combination. I love wearing Milky Light on its own, but if I want something with a bit more sheen, then I'll go in with the lip oil on top. And yeah, I find it's just perfectly neutral. It's not corpse-ish looking. It's not too rosy looking. It's, yeah, just spank bang in the middle. Really hard for me to pick a favorite. I'm dying to know like which ones are your favorites. Please tell me. Good morning. We are going to get ready together for the day. It's currently Wednesday, so I'm not in the most cheerful of moods. Show me someone who is cheerful on a Wednesday about to go to work. Just gonna torch you for a second, and I'm putting on the Chanel Rosy Beige primer. I know I'm sorry, but this is what I use. So I've been wearing Dune Kiss ever since I filmed the first part of this video, and I've been wearing it to work this week, and still love it. I'm hoping that this love affair will just fade, but I figured we could do a look together and get ready for the day and put on Dune Kiss on fresh lips that haven't been, attacked by makeup remover several times. I am gonna be so crushed when this primer runs out. Golly wolly. Now my foundation situation is quite the concoction, so I'm going to combine these 3 products here. So I used about that much of the Chanel Ultra Le Ton, and the shade is far too light for me. It's BR22, but I don't trust those girls in the Chanel boutique anymore. And then a few drops of Sisley's Phyto Taunt Nude, and this is in the shade 3W1 Almond. And then I go in with 1 pump of this, the Sublimage Le Concentré Lumière by Chanel. I actually went in with 2 pumps. Gonna use the same brush. I really like this brush by Chanel to apply my base products. I even prefer it over my 𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐏𝐿 Fusion brushes. I don't know, it provides like a really effortless, like I could do this really quickly if I'm not talking and using this little mirror. So the method behind my madness is that I've loved this foundation for quite a while, and this provides a really long-lasting base, and it doesn't look cakey. It just gives that very perfected look to the skin. Whereas adding this, it just adds that more nourishing quality to it, and because this shade isn't my ideal match, combining them just gets me a bit closer. And this, I love this. I love this. I'm so glad I got this because I was close to getting Sun-Kissed instead of this one. So I've played around with using this on its own, which we're gonna do today, but also mixing it in with my foundation, and it just gives that really nice luminous quality. And it's interesting because when you apply it to your hand and rub it in, you can see like the glitter particles, but on the skin I just find it looks so elegant. I love it, and it has a really nice scent to it, which I can notice, and I have a shocking sense of smell, so if you're not into fragrance products, it's not your jam. Now going in with contour, so every day I use the one by Westman Atelier in Biscuit. Go in with this brush, just very gently blend it in. I just realized I forgot to apply under eye concealer, so we're gonna do that using Sooo, which I love, but I hate this packaging. It just always looks so ugly and messy no matter how often I clean it, but it is a wonderful concealer. Okay, for bronzer, we're gonna go in with Tom Ford in Terra, and I like using this brush for that. 𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐏𝐿 Face Pro. Looks like I'm applying a lot, but I'm really only just dusting the very tip of the brush on my skin, and I'm not going all the way back. Like now I just like concentrating it here rather than doing a harsh line. So I've been trying to focus on that more lately. Bit up the top, nose. So you see how it kind of looks harsh? Then I go in with this brush and just blend it out. All right, I'm starting to get some energy. I always start off these get ready with me videos like, hi, because I just see my face and I'm like, oh gosh, and I just feel so low on energy. So this is why I love makeup, because the more color I apply to my face, I'm just like, okay, it's like I'm injecting some life into my veins, you know? Now what I'm showing you right now is pretty much the same makeup look I've been doing every single day to get ready. I really have not been that creative. I've really just been liking the same old look. On the weekends I'll mix it up, but not really during the week. I just cannot be asked thinking about doing something different right now. I don't know, I think another reason for my mood is like, I'm just so over like people and their crap, you know? Like, what is wrong with people? I feel like so many people are just tone deaf to the things they say and release into the world, you know? It's just like, it's lacking self-awareness. See, I'm just kind of over people and their crap this week. It's just like, God, can the week be over so I can just relax and be in my bubble of reality TV and pretty things, and so I can do all my, stuff in my bathroom and just cocoon myself from everyone's crap. I have been socializing though. Like I do have some genuinely like lovely people in my life. The people I'm referring to are more people I'm forced to be around, if you get my drift. So I have been going out with some people, but I've realized my limit for in-person, anyway, social activities is once a week. Once a week and I'm good, like done. And I think because during the week at work, like I am so socially active and always talking and everything, that I am highly selective of how I spend that energy on the weekends. So yeah, once a week, like let's go out for a nice dinner, have a nice chat, catch up, and then I'm good then, because I want to do all my other stuff. By the way, I just applied Hindash Color Fluid in Calf, which has been out of stock for ages. I'm not sure what's happening with Hindash's line, but this is starting to dry out, so I'm thinking of replacing it with the Armani Color Fluid in number 22, because I swatched them in store and number 18 was very, very light, almost like a concealer shade. So I'm thinking 22 would be a good one. By the way, now we're gonna go in with the Sarat eyeshadow in Nuage d'Argent, and this is the one that I've been reaching for over and over and over again. So to give you an idea of this luscious texture, isn't that so pretty? I adore this eyeshadow because it's so quick and easy and it's elegant. Pretty, right? I love it. Settle down. All right, now going in with the NYX. Okay, is it NYX or NYX? I don't know. But going in with the brown liner. I'm just gonna draw on the outside. Hi. So I like to draw just on the outside corner, putting a little bit of thickness there, and then right underneath and tight line, and then a little bit on the lower waterline just in the corner, like so. So this is lined, this is not lined. Let's do the same on this side. All right, remember this bag? Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Dune Kiss, but first I'll line with Chocolate by Sicily. And when I line, I don't like to go evenly over the whole lip. I just like to concentrate it on the bottom and the Cupid's bow. So concentrate it here and then go very light here. Almost so it just disappears, because I find when you go evenly over the whole lip line, it just looks kind of a bit much. So very soft on the outside. And then here I like to just smudge. All right, now let's go in with Dune Kiss. Teeny weeny little brush. I love it. It's pretty. To be fair, Peach Cabaret and Milky Light do look quite similar as well. So I'm going for, you know, a similar sort of tone. But I do think that sample of Dune Kiss can last me quite a while. So I'm not in a hurry to buy it. I'm just very excited to wear it. All right, now blush. I've been reaching for these two shades a lot lately. So this by Sarat, this is Baba Papa and this is Cherubique. And what I like doing is combining the two. So this is more warm toned, this is cool toned. So I love mixing the two together on my brush. So just go in just like this. So where I like to put it now is if I look at my eye and go down like just in this area right here is where I like to focus it. Because before I used to go all the way up to the hairline, but I don't like doing that now. And then my secret weapon, blush-wise, is then going on top with this shade by 𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐏𝐃𝐔𝐂𝐓𝐒. So this is the sort of lavender shade and it's so pretty. On camera it doesn't do it justice. It has this sort of iridescence to it, but it's really, really subtle. And I just go in with my finger on top of that. And I don't know, even though it looks like such an unnatural color in the pan, I just find on the skin it just provides that, like you look healthy. I really love it. It's just something really unexpected, you know? All right, so I can curl the lashes now. Okay, so remember how I set up in a bad girl? So I have gotten some other makeup. This is new to me. This is the Westman Atelier Vital Press Skincare Powder, and I got mine in Pink Bubble. And I love this powder. I have my Sicily Blur Expert, but I prefer this one for finishing, like on top, because I find it more blurring and it doesn't add any pigment, whereas Cisly's Blur Expert is much better underneath foundation. So when my Chanel Rosy Beige runs out, I'll go back to using that, even though I prefer Chanel Rosy Beige. It's like, do you see that? It just looks so much more filtered, right? Love it. Love it. So happy I got it. So this is new to me. I've been, you know, very busy. But I was realizing that I didn't have a powder I loved for finishing, you know, so I'm really happy I picked that one up. And the mascara I'm using is Cisly's So Volume. I know, I'm terrible. I'm like, guys, what would be a good mascara to replace it? And I heard all of your suggestions, and I don't know, I tried YSL Lash Clash, which everyone seems to love, and it was okay, but I'm just not a big fan of it, and that thing is a nightmare to remove. It's just, no. I don't have the patience at the end of the day for that nonsense. I did decide to get this in black this time just because I'm going for a lot of cool toned looks, and I hadn't used black mascara in a little while. But I'm thinking once this one finishes, I'll get the brown one again because it is a very, very dark brown. But I just love this mascara. It doesn't flake, doesn't smudge, it's so easy to remove. It's just the best. Okay, and for our final step, we're gonna go in with this highlighter from Chanel. So one pump on the hand. I love it, but strange product because I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this on my hand, but it leaves like glitter particles on my hand, but I love it on my face. But if you don't like glitter whatsoever and you just like a sheen, you're not gonna like it. And Dune Kiss, what are we thinking? I do think out of all the ones I tried on, that one is my favorite because that's the one I keep on thinking about again and again. But I also really liked Lily's Dream and Red Dramadouce. I think those were really beautiful, unique colors too. It's been a while since I've posted a makeup video or applied makeup on camera. So yeah, I feel a little rusty. I think it's been like, what, 6 months or something? But ever since I redid my makeup and I've sorted out my makeup into a new organizer, I've been really loving makeup again. And, I bought a few new things like the powder. So I think these sort of colors suit me better compared to what you've seen me apply in the past, where I gravitated a lot more towards really warm colors and much bolder lip shades. But yeah, I'm curious to think what you hear. I'm curious to hear what you think. Oh my God. If you have any questions about anything at all, or if you need clarification or more swatches, just let me know. Happy to provide. But yeah, I think that's it. So I cannot wait to hear from you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening.
I just wanna have fun. Who's a bad girl now?